here, love. I just came to say goodbye.
Come in. Bit on the late side.
Come in.
All right, just for a moment. Still packing up her things, then?
I did most part of it last night. I just opened up a case, put this dressing gown in. What do you think these are doing in?
I put them in.
Where'd they come from?
They're mine. Christine gave them me.
They can't take them with you.
Why not?
I'm ready to go mad.
Oh, we know how to get round her. We just say, oh, Mrs. Bramwell, you do smashing. Have you heard them?
We'll have to stay until they come home again.
Hey, when am I coming home again?
I'll have to wait and see.
Easter?
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
Can I come home? It's Easter Day.
Not if you're mither.
It wasn't mithering.
I told you, we'll just have to see.
What time's your bus?
10 past from the corner.
He won't wear his new uniform to take me.
You should just think I won't. Why should I?
I've told you, keep on telling you. If I tell them there, my dad's been made into inspector. But just say I'm making it up.
Well, let them.
They do, I'll bash them. Dad, wear it.
No. Here, put this on.
Well, couldn't you just wear the overcoat?
Oh, all right, then, if I must.
Oh, well, go and get it so Esther can see it.
She's seen the thing already.
Well, I'm off now.
Right.
Now, here, Lucille. Take this for some toffees on the way.
Say thank you.
I'm just going to. Thank you very much.
Be a good girl.
You shouldn't have bothered me.
Oh, don't be silly.
I'll be seeing you, Esther.
Right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, Lucille.
Sure. Been a smashing holiday.
Aye, that's that.
Must be nice to always live at home.
Well, perhaps you will. When you're a bit older.
When?
Oh, hello, I've said something.
My next birthday?
Now, look, I'm making no promises, though. You've been a little brick, but we'll just have to see. Here, I'll go and get that flipping coat. Do you know how to fasten the case? Right, shan't be a minute.
Keeping on this 2 till 10 turn?
No, they never said. Can't be over soon enough for me. Oh, so you do get up sometime, then?
Oh, hello. Any mail?
On the mantelpiece. And will you kindly tell whoever's sending you things marked Youth Against the Bomb to stop it?
Why?
Because I don't want them coming through my door, that's why.
Well, they're not addressed to you.
I'm not arguing, I'm telling you.
Yes, love. Let's have no argument. Talking war makes war.
Is this all there was?
No, it's this cup too.
Hey, you've opened it.
Well, it was only circular. It wasn't stuck down.
That's not the point.
If you've got any secrets, you better have them addressed elsewhere.
What do you want for your breakfast, Kenneth?
Nothing.
Well, you've got to have something. You can't go out with nothing in your inside.
Ida, where did you put that bit of hardboard?
Oh, it's in the front room.
Right.
What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. It's your manner that gets him.
Yeah, and his gets me.
You don't try, Kenneth. That's your trouble. You never go out of your way to be pleasant to
Well, I
him.
will when he does.
It worries me stiff. I wish you'd just try.
Oh, I have tried. You know as well as I do. And all he says is you're very affable all of a sudden. What are you after?
What's this doing in our parlour?
You told me those had all gone to Susan's.
I found on the back of the sofa.
Oh, well, Susan couldn't manage them all. She hadn't got the car. She was going by the... Here, what right have you got to do that?
You better get rid of the rest of them, too, before I fire them, too. Adam, I've been no argument, Kenneth. Because for a start off, you don't even know what you're talking
Well,
about.
look, that wasn't even mine, and it was supposed to be going in a procession tonight.
You wouldn't be thinking of being in this procession, too.
There's no question of thinking about it. I'm going to.
You're not.
And what right do you think you've got to stop me?
Every right. You're under 21. I'm still responsible for you. And I'm telling you straight, you're not.
Oh, yes, I'm under 21, all right. But if I hadn't got that scholarship, it wouldn't have stopped me going in the forces, would it?
It's a pity you didn't have to go in the army. Might have made a man of you.
Oh, that's you all over. Every time we have an argument...
There's no argument about it, so let's get this straight. If you go in that procession tonight, you leave this house for good and all.
There you are, madam.
Thank you. I do hope I've got the right thing.
Oh, yes, African violet's all the rage, you know.
And I do think a two-piece is right for the bride's mother, don't you?
Very suitable. You want to get a nice mauve hat to go with it.
Do you think white elbow-length gloves? I mean, I do want to look a bit dressy.
Well, you will in that. That fox fur collar's really smart, you know.
Oh, I do thank you for all your trouble.
Oh, that's all right. Good day, madam.
All I'm worried about is clashing with the bridesmaids.
Well, what are they in?
Sweet pea colours in flock nylon. Just tell me what that colour's called again, so as I can write and tell my daughter. She's down London, you see.
Oh, African violet. If she's in London, she's bound to have heard of it. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Good morning. African violet. I wish I'd never heard of it. This the new stock?
Yes, I don't know what they sent it all to pay for. It's only got to go down again for the sales.
Anything nice, Dan?
At a price.
Eh? 12.96. It's daylight robbery. However did they get it to that? It's not as though there's anything to it.
It's supposed to be a model.
I bet we've got a stock room full of them and all, in every hip size. Hey, look at her over there. No, over there. What's she gawping at us for?
I don't know. Poke your tongue out at her. Go on, I would.
Go and ask her if she wants a photograph. Hang on. Could I help you, madam?
Oh, that's all right. I was just looking.
Oh, were you looking for anything particular?
Well,
Now, let me see. You're a size 12. This is be about your style, just your colour, too.
it's not exactly what I came for.
Oh, well, perhaps you were looking for a two-piece, then.
No, not really.
Oh, well, do try this on. It's just your colour and it would suit you.
Perhaps I'd better put my cards on the table. You are Mrs. Elsie Tanner.
Yes?
I'm Nora Dawson.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me, but I'm afraid I'm none the wiser.
Do you mean to say you've never heard of me?
Should I have done?
Well, I thought a certain somebody might have mentioned my name.
I don't know what all this is about. Are you coming to work in the department or something?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just that, well, there's a little matter I think you and me ought to discuss.
Is there?
Yes. And I must say you're making it rather awkward by pretending you've never heard of me.
Just a minute. Would this certain matter, would its name be Arnold by any chance?
You know very well it was, so why...
You've got a cheek coming here.
Well, it has to be spoken about.
Has it? Now, look, you can muck about with my husband as much as you want, but you're not coming in here messing about with my
Oh,
job.
I've got no
And if
intention
you've
of...
got any sense, you'll get out of it clear quick before I do something I regret.
Don't you try to blackguard me.
Good day, madam.
But... Now then,
I thought I told you to get out of here.
it's got to be settled sometime.
Has it? Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't intend to stand here and find out. The stairs are over there.
Look, I'm not shifting from this spot till I've
Miss
had a word
Lane?
with... Now,
Miss
you listen
Lane,
to me.
Would you attend to this customer, please?
Hey, you!
May I help you, madam?
Well, really.
They're out.
Oh, I see.
She's at work and they've gallivanted off downtown to pictures. I could give a message.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't be no trouble.
Oh, no, thank you. There's no need to bother.
You see, Wednesday's the only day she comes home for a dinner, you know.
I see.
Would you like to leave me your name and I'll tell you you was knocking?
Oh, there's no need for that. I can call again. Well, thanks very much. Ta-ra.
Not a fancy man, indeed. She must think we've just come over.
If you could just cast on for me, I'd be all right.
Give it here. What does you have to go and get bunny wool for?
Because I like bunny wool.
How many stitches?
Just a minute. 32.
Is this the back?
Yes. I wish you didn't have to knit baby clothes. I was always much better at cork work.
Can't you cast on at all?
After a fashion, but it always comes out loopy.
Oh, answer that for me. There's a good girl. It doesn't tell you how to make the pom-poms here. Oh. What did you let her in for? This is the madam I was telling you about. Oh, her? I thought you said she was 50.
I was hoping for a grown-up conversation.
Oh, you was you?
Yes, and it wasn't my wish to make trouble for you this morning.
It wasn't your fault that you didn't standing there in the middle of the department shouting the odds.
Now, that's not true, and you know it. I tried my hardest to behave in a ladylike manner, but you made it very difficult by pretending that Arnold hadn't mentioned
Oh,
me.
don't flatter yourself, he didn't. And while we're on the subject, I'm not in the habit of telling lies to your sort.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear it. Might make our negotiations easier.
A kiss, thump, negotiations. Did he tell you to say that?
He doesn't know I've come to see you.
Oh, doesn't he?
No, he wouldn't like the idea of that at all.
Oh.
I just thought it might be a good idea if you and me had a little bit of a chat.
What about?
You know what?
Now we are talking in riddles, aren't we?
You know just as well as I do what I mean.
And he didn't send you?
No, I've told you.
I don't believe you.
Oh. All right, then. He does know. As a matter of fact, I made him bring me here.
Where is he now? Tanking up in the Rover's Return, if I know him.
Actually, he's waiting outside in the car.
Oh, Linda, did you hear that? Your daddy is waiting outside in the car.
I didn't come here to be made a fool of.
Well, what did you come here for, then?
To talk about the divorce.
Well, there isn't going to be one.
Well, I just thought...
No, you know what thought did, don't you? Followed a muck cart and thought it were a wedding.
Now, look, why can't you talk to me seriously and sensibly? I mean, after all, this is a matter of two people's happiness.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say that. I bet you go to the pictures a lot, don't you? In a minute you'll be telling me that you love him.
He's a good man.
He's what?
You can't deny that.
Oh, can't I just? Look, he left me flat with 2 kids to bring up, and not a penny piece to die. I've had him for 15 years. That's how good he is.
From what I heard, he had his reasons.
Well, if you'll take my advice, you won't believe a word he tells you.
Oh, this isn't getting us nowhere.
No, and it won't either. I've said my say.
Oh, now, look. Why won't you let him have a divorce? I mean, why ruin 3 people's lives?
2.
Pardon?
I said 2. It doesn't affect me.
Oh, well, then it can't matter much to you one way or another, can
Oh,
it?
can't it just? Look, I've nothing against you, except that I think you might be a bit more tactful as to when and where you might visit people. I don't know you. You might be a very nice woman for all I know. But if Arnold Tanner thinks he's getting off scot-free, well, he's not. I'm very sorry for you, but I might be doing you a good turn in a roundabout way. Oh, look, love, I've had some, and I know he's a dead washout.
He is not. You've got no right to say it.
Oh, I know him of old. I bet you've got a bit of cash put by, haven't you? Isn't that your car outside?
I have that car for my business. And if you're suggesting he's after me for my money, then you've got a cheek. Well, that's just nasty. That's all it is. Downright nasty. It's because you couldn't hold him.
Oh, dear, well, that's today's chestnut, that is.
Oh, you're not kidding me. Not for a minute. Just because you can't hang on to him, nobody else is going to get a look in now, are they? Oh, Elsie, I didn't mean that.
Well, Nora, I don't care if you did.
You see, it's just that we want to get married.
Well, why don't you change your name by deed poll? It has been done before, you know.
You know, Arnold was right about you. I should have listened to him. You know your trouble, don't you? You're common. You're bloody common.
Right, you've gone your length. Out.
Now, you listen to me.
I'm not interested. Just get.
Look, perhaps you're worried about the divorce and the neighbours. Well, you don't need to worry, because when I got my decree nice
I'm not interested in your decree nice eyesight. There's the door. Lover boy's waiting, and you can tell him from me from now on he can whistle for his divorce. And think on, this is the last I want to see of you.
Oh, that's Elsie Tanner. She was just the same during the war. Skirts up to here. Have you got any gum, chum?
There's no harm in chewing gum.
Never said there was, but there were other things.
Don't tell me. I don't want to hear.
I wouldn't soil my lips, but I'll tell you one thing. She bought clothing coupons off me, and she never got the money from that for what she earned out of munitions, and don't you tell me she did.
Aye, there was some as went short of nothing.
You know, one night when the raids was on, she'd come tottering into the shelter with a yank on one arm and an air raid warden on the other. And do you know what they did?
Oh, don't tell me if it's anything like that.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, they started singing community songs. I soon put a stop to that. Yes, Elsie Tanner, I said, you'll be rolling out the barrel down there if one of them bombs has got your name on it. All I can say is, thank God the Germans never got here. I should hate to see one of my neighbours collaborate. And she would have done, make you no mistake about that. What you having, say 'em again, please?
Yes?
2 halves a mile, please.
I've only got 1 pair of hands. Who was here first?
I was.
Forgive all our trespasses.
Take not the name of the Lord thy God in vain. 2 halves a mile and a packet of crisps.
Well, I think it's downright vulgar.
Oh, come off it, Concept.
Oh, I don't mind a parlour joke, but there are limits.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
What's it look like? A couple of tickets for the depot dance. How about it, Concepta?
When is it?
A week's night.
Somebody let you down?
The director's night let me down.
Bit late with the invitation, aren't you?
Well, you got a week. You think you'll fly into Paris for a dance frock or something?
You won't be going with a common bus driver, you know. He's one of the elite nowadays.
Oh, yes, but it's not me night off.
Well, if that's all that's worrying you, take it off. It's all right by me. Hey, Annie. What? Come here. Annie wants Concepta to go to the depot dance with him, and I've told her it's all right. We can spare her for one evening, can't we?
Well, if you've given your permission, there's not much I can say, is there?
Well, I thought I'd ask.
It'd be better if you asked before instead of after. And while I think on, get yourself into the snug. They're almost coming to blows there. Threaten to bar Ena. That usually quietens her down. Don't worry, love. We're only getting it in. Of course you can go. That is, if you really want to.
Do you think I can trust him?
Well, there's only one way of finding out, isn't there?
Well, the weather could be nicer, couldn't it?
Have you brought me money, Ram?
No.
Why? Something wrong?
Oh, no. No, I'd arranged to meet Mr. Mars now, district inspector out here, you know, but he wanted to make one or two inquiries about the health of the insured party.
Well, I'm sorry if I seem a bit dim, but who's that, the
That's your mother, love.
Well, what about her?
Oh, just one or two points he wants clearing up.
What sort of points? Am I not going to get the money?
Well, I'd rather Mr. Marsden explained himself.
But I need that money. You know I need it.
Yes.
But do you think Frank means what he says? I mean, he wouldn't just turn the kid out if he did go in this procession, would he?
Oh, I don't know. They're that stubborn you can't get out of them to budge an inch.
Well, shall I try having a word with Ken?
Oh, you don't want to be wasting your breath. You know how he is when he sets his mind on a thing. I wouldn't care, but what good do they think it's going to do?
Well, you don't want another war, do you?
No, of course I don't. But I don't for a minute think that a gang of kids with placards is going to make any difference one way or another.
Well, I still think they're entitled to their own opinion.
If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Talking war makes war. This house has been a proper battlefield today.
What's Frank's main objection?
He doesn't like the idea of Kenneth making a show of himself.
But who's to see him? It's in town, isn't it?
No, they're marching into town. They're all joining in where they live on the way. It's coming right along this street.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to march in that procession.
Look, Kenneth, I know you feel strongly about this, but don't you think
Look, I was prepared not to, for my dad's sake, until he started laying down the law, and that did it. Nothing will stop me now. There. Come on, we're getting nearer.
But what if he does turn you out?
Just have to chance that, won't I? Hello, Esther. See you later, Mum.
Ken,
It's no use, Mum. I'm going.
you believe in this thing, don't you?
Yes.
And I wouldn't want to stop you, not believing. That's one thing. But marching in a torchlight procession with placards hanging around your neck, that's another. Can't you just go on believing and leave it at that?
No, Mum, it's not enough.
It's not enough for you to join this procession, is it? You've got to make this house an unhappy one. That's your problem, Kenneth. It's got nothing to do with whether we have atom bombs or not. It's a lot nearer home than that.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh, well, if you must go, at least have the sense to wrap up well. Here.
And those who do no harm